we're going to start off right out of the gate. Would you rather?
Damn.
All right.
Okay, you're not even playing around.
No.
Good morning.
Would you rather have Ray Lewis light you up? You got to meet him in the hole one-on-one, or would you rather take a 100-mile-an-hour fastball like off the rib cage?
Oh.
Like you got to just wear it. Like not the meat of the butt or the leg. Like you got to get hit. Rib, back, 100-mile-an-hour.
Fastball.
Or meeting Ray in the
Fastball.
hole one time.
Fastball.
Fastball?
Yeah, because Ray Lewis was probably coked out of his mind, and he would literally try to kill me.
Yeah, he'd run through. He'd give you a concussion for sure.
Yeah.
Like, is the concussion worth possibly a broken rib?
I've had enough concussions in my life.
Yeah.
I don't need any more.
I would probably take the 100-mile-an-hour fastball and just have to absorb the broken bone and the bruising for probably a couple weeks.
because Ray Lewis could break more than one rib. He could break both sides.
He'd break my neck.
Slip a disc, break your neck.
Yeah. All right, so that's the would you rather.
But you could try to juke him.
Yeah, you just got to meet him in the hole. That's what I said. Like, but it's like Oklahoma drill. You don't have like a lot to work with.
But still,
you got to throw a shimmy.
So
what are you doing?
But I'm fully padded, right?
Yeah,
I'll take the hit from Ray Lewis.
Okay.
Because as long as I can attempt to evade, he's still going to tackle me.
Yeah, and he might light you up.
Oh, he might light me up.
Because when you zig, he zags. It might be a bad recipe right there.
But there's more of a chance of not taking such a big hit than there is knowing I'm taking a 100-mile-an-hour fastball to my ribs.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the rib shot. Your story would be great too, but I just hope you would be able to tell it and not be a vegetable. So at least knowing that if I got hit with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, I probably won't die.
Anybody can hit, like not anybody. There's a laundry list of people who could hit me with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but there's only one Ray Lewis.
That's true. I just think that it would be nice to tell your story instead of being a vegetable.
I would tell it the same way Stephen Hawking does.
Yeah, Ray Lewis would make me a vegetable.
I took a hit from Ray Lewis, and now I have to speak through a computer.
That's horrible. But that's probably facts. So what would you guys rather do? Take a 100-mile-an-hour fastball off the ribs or meet Ray Lewis in the hole and whatever happens there?
Whatever happens.
Man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the We'll See You Later podcast, brought to you here by Happy's Energy and Nutrition, where we talk all things sports and entertainment from our point of view. We're going to talk a little bit of some brackets today. We're going to talk a little bit about some baseball. I am your co-host, Jeremy.
And I am Jordan, and I am amped up on this energy drink. And like he said, we're going to take you through some wonderful topics today, and we are going to have a good time.
Let's go.
I couldn't tell you. Oh, yeah, that one's not bad. Okay. So I'll let you shift. Listen, we're lazy as crap for this. Now I'm about to get knocked out by my microphone. What? Hang on, I'm trying to. Listen, if this ain't a reel. Tilt it. I just want to make sure that we weren't on it. Here. And we're back. We made that so much harder than it needed to be.
But I feel good about it.
Look good, feel good, play good. Oh, man.
All right, so we're going to go right into our bracket to see where we're at. Update. The first two rounds are done.
That's not pig walk, is it?
I guess it is. This is the pig walk section because we are going to be talking a little bit here, but
a little bit of pig walk.
Piggy.
How are we looking?
Well, guys, we didn't post it on our last episode, our bet. I did not put it in there. I didn't know I cut it out. We were talking about random stuff, and I cut it, and I totally forgot about the bet being in there.
Let's talk about the bet.
So there was a bet made.
Two of them, actually.
I definitely got screwed on my bet. For me, I don't care, but I agreed to just a weird punishment. And I think my bet was a lot more of a long shot than yours.
It was, but you were so confident.
Yeah, I don't know why. So I was very confident. You heard me in the podcast probably talking a lot about Utah State beating Purdue. It was, I don't know why I had the gut feeling about Utah State.
The confidence of Ray Lewis hitting me in the hole. is what
Yeah,
you were going with there.
But I now realize that the stomach that was leading me to Utah State was probably just heartburn. Bad move. I picked Utah State. We did not, as a group. He did not allow me to do that.
39 points.
Yep. And I was golfing this weekend, and I told Jordan, in 2 hours, Purdue's season is over. I said Utah State wins by 7.
And what did I say?
They lose by 15 plus. And I said, you shut your lies or something like that. And at halftime, it was okay. It
wasn't bad.
It was like 30.
I was a little worried.
And I'm like, okay, they just got to get him in foul trouble. The second half, good God.
So bad.
So I have to.
Though.
My punishment is a Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu.
I have to grow a Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu.
I just karate chopped the shit out of my stand here. We're actually in the 89 percentile.
Are we really? Hell yeah.
Jordan is making me try to grow a Fu Manchu.
Try.
Like
it looks great potential here.
The samurai one.
Yeah.
Like the straight down one.
Pretty much like a handlebar mustache.
Yeah. So I'm trying to let it. My facial hair doesn't grow very fast, so I'm trying to grow out a little bit of this beard. I got to probably trim the stash down, but right now, this is not long enough on the side, like on my beard, to match a stash. It'd be a massively two-tone.
It would look, yeah, it'd be definitely two-tone. So here's the thing we got to figure out: how long do you have to have it?
That's true. It's probably going to take at least another week or so to at least get to the spot.
Okay,
to
never
shave.
mind then. I was gonna say, if you could do it now, you have to hold it until Purdue loses.
Oh, because that could be. Yeah, I was about to say that could be any time.
Okay.
So yeah, you got to give me a time frame. Maybe
what's a respectable time frame? To the end of that's only like a week and a half away.
Maybe if I can, I'll try to shave it by the
Elite
March
8.
31st.
Yep.
And then I have to keep it through April.
Through the entire month of April?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all don't have pictures or anything?
No.
Perfect. I'm here for it.
So April. If it looks good. If not, I have to go a little longer and then do it. But maybe keep it for a month would be a good punishment. So I'm gonna have a Fu Manchu for a month. So if you see me and I have a Fu Manchu, hopefully you like it.
And
Go ahead.
And I don't have to do a CrossFit workout because Marquette stood on business.
Yeah, my bet. I mean, Jordan had favorites in both. I don't know why. I was a horrible bettor.
This was what you had.
Was it Kentucky?
Yeah, my bet was Kentucky beating Marquette, but Kentucky didn't even make it.
Yeah, so I said Kentucky was making it to the Elite Eight. If that happened, Jordan had to do. We were going to do Murph, the CrossFit workout, and then mine. It was just a horrible decision. I picked Utah State to beat Purdue. I still think Purdue's frauds. They're a one-trick pony. They might have won 1 million to 7, but I think they're the weakest one seed.
You think so?
I do. I just think that they're a one-trick pony. Like Edey, if he gets in foul trouble at all, or if he gets swarmed and it makes the other guys do something, I just don't know if it's going to happen. But
find out Thursday.
We have a Sweet 12 remaining. We are in the top 89 percentile, according to ESPN. Our Elite 8 is still intact. Our Final Four and our champion are still in. So, let's discuss this bracket, brother. You know what's crazy to me?
What is crazy?
The very beginning of the last episode, if you guys go on there, Carrie is on there talking for a second.
Oh, you put that on there?
Yeah, the very, very beginning. Jordan jokingly says, I'll take Oakland. Right out of the gate, just as a joke, and says the Athletics, like he's joking about it. First of all, my fiance Carrie shook her head as if the Oakland Athletics are in this tournament, like she knew what was going on.
She's like, yeah.
But you joking about Oakland, I think you casted a spell on Kentucky because Oakland turns around and shocks the world.
Or Kentucky were frauds, like I said.
They are, but I just thought they were. I'm not high on Kentucky because I think Kentucky's good. I was high on Kentucky because I didn't know if anybody could keep up with their scoring. Like looking at the bracket here, I thought these are all lower scoring teams, and Kentucky was going to score 110, and Marquette was going to score 90. Like I was like, they can't keep up with Kentucky's.
Kentucky was an M4 in the desert. A lot of firepower, can do a lot of damage, but has the ability to jam, and when it jams, it's no good.
It was bad.
Got a little sand in Kentucky, and they couldn't perform.
But can we talk about the dude from Oakland who? Did you see his stat line?
They're out. They're out of it now, right?
They are out.
He easily has an accountant job by now.
But did you see his shot throughout the season.
You talking about the fact that throughout the entire season he only took 8 2-pointers?
Yeah.
Get the frick out of town.
And had taken over 100 plus 3-pointers.
348.
That man is trying to be a sharpshooter. He'll be a sniper.
This guy is going to, whatever he does in his career, I hope he does well.
He's a lawyer.
Is he?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
He looked like one.
Either way, he's gonna be the guy that shows up to like the athletic club and like walks up and people are like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" But then he goes out there and is just pulling up from half court, draining it. And
Yeah. He's gonna be that guy.
He's gonna be that guy. He's gonna be doing it for the next 20 years because he's not gonna have the wear and tear of the NBA on him.
Okay, so what we did predict, we both said this, is the SEC are frauds.
We said it.
I
still believe it.
I don't trust
Except
the
for
SEC.
one. There's only one team I trust in the SEC, and I said it on the podcast. And that's my vote that I had.
Tennessee.
The Vol.
Yeah, because no one else made it out.
Nope. Wait,
Did they?
Alabama's still in it.
Bama's in it. That's
Bama's
right.
got to play UNC.
So Bama, I think they're a lot like this Kentucky squad where the talent's through the roof, but if they don't show up, but Tennessee has been the most consistent. Definitely thought that Oregon. Did you watch that game?
I did.
Creighton double overtime. They just ran out of steam. They were drained. I thought Oregon had them. I'm really confused on Creighton scoring, tying it up, and then Oregon's guy with like 8 seconds left, just standing at the top of the key, and then tried to force a three, which wasn't his game. It's like just drive,
Like, bro,
and toss one up with 2-3 seconds left, and if you miss it, you get a board. Like I think that was their shot.
he wasted so much time.
He did. Yeah. So
that's where we are. So we're here with our Sweet 16, and we said we have our Sweet 12.
We have 12. Let's reiterate what the Sweet 16 actually is.
Okay.
Is UConn, San Diego, Illinois, Iowa State.
Boom. You killed your area.
We crushed this side. UNC. It's Bama. It's also
Baylor.
No, it's Clemson.
It's Clemson. It is Clemson. We had Clemson out the first round.
We did in Arizona.
Yep.
And on your side,
we got Tennessee and Creighton.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Gonzaga and, the bomb that is Purdue. Then we got the favorites, Marquette. Then we got, who do we have here? It's
NC State.
It is NC State. That big dude from NC State is a problem.
I love him.
He's a problem.
Did you see him staring the dude down too? Oh, I love him.
And then we got Duke and Houston.
Yeah.
So we've got 12 out of the 16.
All Elite Eight still alive.
Yep.
So we have a massive. We're fanning for really, like, if we get our Elite Eight fixed, we're golden.
Yeah.
So leaning really heavy, UConn, who we picked.
San Diego State has not been impressive.
No, they're just winning.
They're winning, but they're not impressing.
Also played UAB, which was scary, then beat the hell out of Yale. Like, they haven't played a team that they're about too worried about. Now, same for UConn, but UConn has looked so impressive.
Illinois doing exactly what we thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
They are who we thought they were.
This whole bracket's great.
Iowa State is surprising me. They're playing really well.
Yeah.
Regardless of who they're playing really well.
I think that's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
There's a couple really great games that I'm excited for. Illinois, Iowa State, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
UNC, Bama. We definitely are favoring UNC, but I think Bama can keep up with them. I just don't know if they will.
Yeah. I don't think they have anybody to match UNC's big guy.
I think Arizona kind of dominates Clemson, but Clemson's been very good.
They've been the sneaky guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, granted they were a 6 seed, but I didn't expect them to play the way they're playing.
No.
Put my foot in my mouth with them.
I like the Tennessee Creighton matchup for Tennessee.
I like it for Tennessee for sure.
Yep. Creighton can shoot, but I really like the Tennessee matchup. The big game. Purdue and Gonzaga, I think, is going to be that one, and I also think that's the big one.
I was going to say that's the big one to me.
But Purdue and Zaga.
This is an easy win for my boys.
I think it is, to be honest with you.
Thank you. Marquette wins, no problem.
Now that I've agreed with you, NC State by 20.
Oh, that's why you did it, though.
No, because I want it to work. But Gonzaga over Purdue is our pick here.
Man, but Purdue
look good. But
Gonzaga
look good.
They have a lot of confidence.
Gonzaga in that second half, the depth got to Kansas,
and I think that's where they can cycle in to put a lot of bodies on Zach Edey. And
yes, and they don't have to worry about the foul trouble. I don't think
that point guard for Gonzaga
is a monster. Oh, but then you have Marquette. We have them over Kentucky, but NC State's in that spot.
Yep.
The big one for me is Houston Duke. I think that this is
Duke is playing some of the best ball out of right now. I say Duke and Clemson are playing some of the best ball out of all these squads.
So Duke, a lot of times with Duke in these tournaments, somebody punches them in the mouth at first, and they normally don't recover. Or you see them scrambling the whole game trying to stay with this team and win late. Both of these games that they've played, they have punched the person in the face first.
Yep.
And so if Duke can hop out and punch Houston in the face, and like they're not just going to go tick for tack, but like, hey, we're the aggressor in this, not the responder. I think Duke has a really good shot.
Like I said, Duke and Clemson, in my opinion, are playing the best ball in the tournament right now.
Because Houston started to slip a little bit with that Nebraska. Like Nebraska started making a run back.
A&M.
Oh, it was A&M.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, A&M. They made A&M they were separated for a minute, and then A&M made a huge run on them, and Houston was scrambling to get that win. Duke has looked impressive. UConn is exactly who we think they are.
And Illinois is playing good ball.
But Iowa State, sheesh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
This is going to be, I think, the most competitive.
I think those two, yeah.
But that
it's a lot of good games in this.
There is some good ones here. There's some that I think are going to be easy. We'll watch those be the good ones as well.
Could be.
So our main Final Four here, we're praying for Vols, UNC, UConn, and Duke to just advance. Those are the main ones.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm pumped about it. But some big upsets happened. I watched the thing. We need to do this. We don't have the money.
It's a great movie.
We don't have a money for it. But this guy bets $1,000 for every upset. Every upset, he put $1,000 on it, and he came out $7,500 in winnings.
I don't know, man. That's scary.
It is, because he would lose the majority, but the spreads on the ones that make the run.
He bet like 32,000.
Yeah, he bet the upset on every one of them on the first round, and he ended up walking away with over $7,000 profit because of it, because of the A&M was a small one, but then you had NC State. You had NC State. Oakland's where he made him. And then you got over here, Grand Canyon saved him a ton. Duquesne saved him a bunch, and Yale.
Yeah.
So
get out of town.
Yeah, he bet it, and he said he's been doing it now for a few years, and every year he's won money.
Damn.
But to not have to argue, you just throw it on every single game, because if a 1 beats a 16,
it's paid off.
But there's going to be an upset. If you can't just predict the one, just bet them all.
Yep.
So we're a Blue Devil nation right now.
Yeah, we are.
We've stuck with it. I also had a guy who commented on this on our bracket and was like, "You picked Duke," and I'm like, "Yeah, we did. We didn't want to go with the favorite."
Did he talk like that? Is that exactly how he sounded?
Well, I don't know. Let's do a keyboard. But he said, "Did you pick Duke? You picked Duke. Bad pick." You want to know who he picked? Kentucky. He said Kentucky's taking it all.
Yeah, they are.
The next day, I texted him these big old eyeballs.
Oh, on the comment section?
Yeah, I commented it back. But I think that the favorites are definitely, it's Houston, UConn. Purdue did look nice.
Yeah, they did.
But I think Gonzaga. It's your time to shine, baby. It's your time to shine. Okay, so who are you guys going with? All right, now that we've reset, is your team still in it? One. If your team is not in it and you want to reset from the Sweet 16, who you rolling with? Like, repick now. Half the tournament's over. Repick.
Yeah.
And see who you're going to go with. We're rolling with Duke. We're sticking with them.
Yeah, we are. Blue Devils.
Without Arkansas really being in this tournament, we're talking about it, but to be honest with you, I'm more invested in the tournament than like a team.
Yeah.
And digging into players.
A lot more fun.
It is. So these are quicker conversations because we don't really know the players of these other teams, and really, to be honest with you, care. I more or less just care about winning.
Yeah.
So bracket's done.
Done.
We're excited because Duke's going to win it all.
Yeah, they are.
Now we're going to go into the best section that we have. We're going to talk a little bit about them Diamond Hogs. So we're up to the strikeout counter.
Strikeout counter.
Over the weekend. Jordan, where are we at?
We are 4 hours later. 286. Okay, we are at 286.
Right. 286 strikeouts. We're going for that record, guys. I don't know if we're going to get there.
No, we've kind of fallen off pace. I mean, we're still getting big strikeout numbers. But I mean, whatever that team did in 72 is insane.
Yes. So 732 is the record. We're at 286 through our second weekend through SEC play.
Almost had 2 sweeps.
I'm okay with it. 2-1's fine. Auburn finally got that terrible schedule.
Yeah. But I mean,
Auburn's conference schedule
is terrible. I feel so bad for them.
I don't. Screw them. Love it. They lost. Who they got? Vandy.
They got Vandy, LSU,
Tennessee,
and Tennessee.
They were excited to get their first win.
Yeah.
Let's just go game by game. 17 Ks against Auburn Friday night. 12 Ks against them second night. Only 6 the third.
That was
It's okay. It's okay.
Someone finally talked to Molina.
No, it wasn't Molina.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. He actually was perfect. It was the guys coming in behind him.
Yeah.
We were up 5-1 when Molina left.
They had that 6-run inning, and
and that was the inning he left. So let's go. We went 1-0 Thursday, 1-0 on a solo bomb by Aloy, which we did a strikeout throw out steal situation with Stovall.
I didn't like it.
That if he stays on base and if
it could have been something.
Yeah, and if I think it was Diggsy. If Diggsy wouldn't have swung, it was ball 4 and it would have been a 3-run shot. But we still won 1-0. Can't be upset about that. 6-5 on Friday, and then we lost 8-6 on Sunday or on Saturday, which was actually a really good game.
It was a really good game. It was
just a little bit of a meltdown on the pitching part. But the bats actually to fight back into it was really exciting because that first game, it was just like it kind of makes you think that, and I'm okay with it. But Arkansas fans, you might be in for very close games all year long.
Yeah.
And just have to rely heavy on pitching, and the hitting is going to be there for an inning or two. That's our scoring thing. Now, for some reason, if somebody starts hitting us, it's like we wake up.
We're like, oh, hey, we gotta do something.
Yeah, we've got to keep up. But if not, like 1 or 2 might just be it.
Like our pitchers understand to come in and do their job, but our batters are like, hey, let's just bat how they're batting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do what they do.
And they're also facing great pitchers as well. Arkansas fans, what you have here in our starting pitching is not normal. Okay, it's not normal what we're getting. So you might have a bad day.
Temper expectations.
Yes, but be excited about what you're watching. I'm going to go real quick over just what happened. The quick recap of where we're at with 4 of our pitchers. The man, the myth, the legend, Hagen Smith is 4-0, 1.24 ERA with 29 innings pitched, 11 hits, 4 runs, 62 strikeouts. We're going to pause right there for a second. I just did research. We have another strikeout opportunity. Don't know if he's going to get there because this guy's insane. In one single season, a guy named Derek Tatsuno went to the University of Hawaii in 1979. Can you guess how many strikeouts he had in one season? Because he holds the record.
163.
234.
Good God.
234. So I'm not saying he's chasing him down.
No.
But I'm saying this is a fun thing to do.
What's the Arkansas record? Do we know?
I don't know.
Oh, well, we'll have to look that up.
We will look that up.
Continue.
So while Jordan looks up the Arkansas single season strikeout record, let's go down the list. Brady Tigert is now 3-0, 1.59 ERA, 28 1/3 innings, 15 hits, 5 runs, 39 strikeouts. Molina 3-0, 2.57 ERA, 28 1/3 inning, 12 hits, 8 runs, 47 strikeouts. Will the Thrill McIntyre, Big Mac, 2-0, 1.57 ERA, 28 2/3 innings, 17 hits, 5 runs, 32 strikeouts. So those are our strikeout leaders with 62, 39, 47, and 32 strikeouts between these 4 gentlemen. It's insane.
So 155 strikeouts in one season by David Walling
in 1999.
In 1999. That is the record that Hagen Smith can chase. That's a lot less than 234.
That's still, I mean, they're both doable.
Yeah. Doable? I don't know.
That'd be sick. What we're getting is insane. But
we have to make a deep run in the World Series.
I want to make a very good topic of discussion for me. I think it's time that we seriously, and it could change, but right now, it's time to start to ask ourselves, is Hagen Smith, the number 1 overall pick.
Without a doubt. If the draft was tonight, he's going number 1 overall.
Like, if not him, who? I'm sure you can get a great position player, but to me, no doubt in my mind, I'm taking this kid. He might spend 2 weeks in a minor league situation just to get a vibe, and I'm calling him up. Like, Hagen Smith to me could very well be the number 1 overall pick. So Arkansas fans, this isn't just normal. And if he has a weird off game, that's okay. But dear goodness, this man, to me, number 1 overall is a very hot topic.
Hot commodity.
Are we turning on the game?
I'm going to turn it down. Don't worry, we're good. I just wanted to see the
What's
score.
score?
4-0 Arkansas.
Yeah. So Arkansas, we were actually going into it. It's on right now. So by the time this comes out, guys, you will already know if we've won or lost against you.
Yep.
We are playing UALR today. They are 13-11. Haven't really beat anybody big. So today I even have the starting lineup for you. Stovall at second, leading off. Big Ben at first. Aloy at short. Diggs in right. Wagner getting the DH today. Lovich in left. Holt at third. Edmondson in center. Helfrich at catcher. And starting for the first time this year, Bybee. Bybee did not have a great year last year.
It's okay. Through 2 innings right now, he has 3 strikeouts.
Yeah. They said that he incorporated another 1 or 2 pitches into his arsenal, but last year he had a high ERA. Big guy, though. He's 6'6", 230. So, like, he is a tall,
broad
a mountain of a man clogging up the middle. Hopefully he has a really high release because seeing it coming in like that's a lot harder.
A big old country boy.
But he's making his 2024 debut, obviously doing great. 2 innings in.
2 innings in, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit.
Love it.
36 pitches, 24 strikes.
Love every second of that. So he was actually on the fringe for him and Fisher for our 4th starter. It's probably going to rotate between them, but I'm excited. And then after this game,
big weekend.
This weekend is big.
Big.
LSU comes to Fayetteville, to Baum-Walker. They're a Thursday, Friday, Saturday game, I'm guessing because of Easter.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. LSU is number 8 in the country, 19-6 overall. Here's the thing.
That's cute.
They're 2-4 in SEC play. They have not won an SEC series yet, so they're coming in hungry.
Poor guys.
They're coming in hungry. They lost 2 to Mississippi State, which was a bit of a shock, and then turned around and lost 2 to Florida, who I thought Florida was kind of fraudy, to be honest with you.
You have a lot of frauds in your brain.
It's not saying I don't think they're good, but like their record last week going in, they were number 8 or 9 in the country, and they were like 9-6.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't think.
But I think it's because the quality of loss, maybe.
Could be.
But Florida beats them in 2 games. LSU drops to 2-4 in conference. So they're going to come in super hungry. And this team's good. The record, it's just like Auburn. The record can't show that. It's just that our league is so deep.
No, their bats can get real hot real quick.
I'm not going to lie to you. I will never, ever say that we're going to lose to LSU. Is it a safe bet?
Not in any sport.
No. Is it a safe bet for me to say that? Absolutely not. Against the championship, the NCAA championship football team, and we were horrible. Joe Burrow and them, I still was like, Arkansas's beating LSU.
Yeah. Our girls basketball team could go play LSU.
Yep.
Nope.
I will never pick LSU to win. So I'm going to say sweep. I'm going to say sweep just because I hate them. So bust your brooms out, mark it down. Thursday, I'm sorry, because we're doing Thursday. So by the way, Thursday's game is on ESPN2. Friday's game is on SEC Network. Saturday's game is on Network Plus, to where you have to go through your app, by the way. So if you're ever wanting to figure out how to watch them, we're going to let you guys know. Today's is on the app as well. Just go to your ESPN app, go down to leagues, click on NCAA baseball, click on your provider. I use YouTube TV, and it works just fine. Click on it, send you a code, click it, boom, good to go.
And we have no affiliations with those companies.
Oh, yeah. No, that's just me. I still buy your subscriptions. But, LSU. What are we thinking?
Going down.
You think sweep too?
Going down,
or
sweep.
is it just
I
because
think
of fan?
Not just as a fan. This team's just so hot right now. I can't see a series that I'm not going to pick sweep. And that's not being a fan. It's just our pitchers are incredible. And if our starting pitchers, if each one of our starting pitchers can give you 5 to 6 innings, then it's going to be hard for us to lose, as long as we just need our bats, which have been good. We need our bats to not play down to competition. That's what it is. It's like the offense is playing down to the competition. The defense, I will always vote sweep until they give me a reason not to.
Yeah, I think against the Auburn thing, especially in that first game, I don't think we played down. They weren't hitting Hagan.
Mm-mm.
We were hitting their guy.
Yeah, we just weren't
We
finishing.
were hitting right at him.
Yeah.
There was a lot of ground balls, a lot of pop. Like, we were hitting him.
Well, I mean, just lines to the outfield.
But yeah, so Hagan is Hagan, and I'm really curious to see how this team responds.
To their first series loss?
No, to if Hagan loses.
He's not going to.
If we lose a Friday game, like let's just say it happens, right? Hagan goes out there and it's a 2-1 game or something. How do we respond with our, I'm not saying our next best, but like, not to downgrade where they're at, but right now the hole in the team, and there's no hole to me, but if you're going to see there's like a little leakage,
the weak link,
if you're going to say it, it's Brady.
which is hilarious.
And he's not, it's not saying he's weak because he's my favorite player.
Well,
Hagan is throwing gas.
Hagan is, but Brady's on any starting lineup, like any starting pitching rotation in the country.
Yes. Molina is throwing gas.
Yep.
Brady's throwing gas, but he's
just getting hit.
Well, no, he's throwing a lot of he's not, his command is off.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hit wise, if you look at comparing hits here, all of them have 28 plus innings, 28 to 29 innings. Hagan's got 11 hits on him. Brady's got 15. Molina's got 12, and Will's got 17.
So that's not bad.
When it comes to runs, Hagan's given up 4.
Mm-hmm.
Brady's given up 5. Molina's given up 8, and Will's given up 5.
So I guess it just looks that way because the relief pitching is
They're
not,
getting,
as great for.
They're
Brady
great, but they're not going to pitch a shutout.
Yeah,
like they're not going to scramble and hold it always together.
Well, you can't put Will out there every
no, and so like that's what's going to happen, and that's what ended up happening after Sunday's game. We were up 5-1.
Yeah,
like our loss was because our pitching that came in, who by the way normally don't have anything to worry about. 5-1, you didn't have nothing to worry about. They lit us up.
6 runs in 1 inning.
It was nuts. But hey, if we have any knock on a starter right now, on a weekend starter, it's Brady's consistency of the strike zone.
Yeah.
His fastball, I don't know why it's a little high, little high and outside or high and away for a righty.
Yeah.
And then the slider or the curve that he's trying to throw, it either hangs up or it goes straight into the dirt. The accuracy of his finding that strike zone is a little off.
It's like you said, he doesn't have
a lot of walks.
As good a command as the other 2 pitchers do. And so it looks way worse than it is.
Yes, because their ERAs are almost all the same. So I don't think there's much to worry about. It's Brady's just got to find that zone, and I think he's the most spotty if you're going to say one out of the group. But Hog fans, I'm telling you right now, we better enjoy these guys while we got them.
Yeah,
this is unheard of stuff.
Yeah,
Hogs come in at number 1, which we all thought. Except for one guy on Twitter who thinks that Oregon State should be number 1 because they beat a nobody, and they haven't lost a game since Arkansas. But that doesn't make any sense of why you would make Oregon State hop Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't get that.
So also strength of schedule matters, folks. I think LSU, this is going to be a fun series to watch. I love that they're putting it on ESPN2 and SEC Network for the world to see. It's going to be a fun one. And hopefully a sweep happens. That'd make my day. That'd make my Easter even better, Easter Sunday, waking up to a 3-0 sweep against LSU. WrestleMania stuff that's coming around.
Oh, yeah, with Cody and The Rock.
Did you see what happened yesterday?
I did not see what happened yesterday.
Last night. So did you see Friday Night SmackDown?
Yeah, I did. Where we had
came out
our
the crowd and stuff?
Came out the crowd. Yeah.
Okay, so set the stage for you. Roman and Cody. Roman asked Cody to come alone to his show. That's food outside or weed.
That ain't food.
That's weed.
Yeah, that's weed.
Someone is smoking out back.
Right outside.
Roman asked Cody to come to SmackDown alone, right? He does. They talk their trash. And then as Roman leaves the ring, he does this little cool, it was pretty sick too. He did this snap, his music starts, and then his 2 companions come out of the crowd. And everybody's like, it's a setup. And then they walk around the ring and they stand beside Cody.
I have a question.
Or they stand beside Roman.
Is it just me, or does it look like Jimmy is constantly trying not to laugh?
They say he's hilarious.
Because
I
every
think
time
he's
they have,
trying to do it. Like,
No.
I think he's like when he does like the weird smile. I think he's literally trying to make others smile.
but then it may like he's like it looks like he's about to break character every time he's on camera,
think-
and I love it. I love Jimmy.
They say that he's the funny
Oh
out of the
my
group,
gosh.
but I think that he's always trying to make you break.
But he was in the
But
crowd
he'll
just
do it
doing the.
himself. Yeah.
But I just saw him start to crack, and I love Jimmy. Anyways, continue.
No, yeah. So they walk around the ring, and I think it was like Roman saying, like, I'm never alone. Well, then Cody kind of makes a smirk, and then on the other side of the crowd, here comes Seth Rollins and Jey Uso
All
out.
blacked out.
It was sick. I was like, this is getting good. And then Monday happens, right?
Yep.
Monday. So Cody does this cool thing and says, if I'm pointing at the sign, we're doing this together. And so he makes the whole audience point at the sign too.
Yeah.
Then he says, it's me versus the final boss. And if you smell, the Rock comes out.
And the final boss.
The Rock comes out, says nothing, walks around Cody, says nothing, looks at him, and then leans in and he whispers something in his ear and then walks off. Right? That was it.
Okay.
So you're like, okay, that was kind of weird. Later on that night, Jay is fighting Shinsuke Nakamura,
Okay.
beats him. And then Jimmy,
Such an underutilized wrestler.
Mhm. So then Jimmy is in the he comes out they're in the crowd,
was in the
right?
crowd,
They're
yeah.
messing with him. So then Cody and Jimmy are fighting all the way to the back. Like Cody comes to save Jay while he's in his match. They go all the way to the back. Jimmy and him are fighting. Next thing you know, here comes Solo. Boom.
And
hits Cody. I'm not sure where Seth or Jay's in the ring still.
Yeah.
And then here comes the Rock. Rock starts jumping Cody, right? And
Mhm.
everybody gets out of the way. Like they leave,
Okay.
and it's just the Rock. And he's repeating himself quite a bit. Okay, he really is saying the same things over and over as he's beating him up. But he says, Mama Rhodes, this is your son or whatever. And he goes outside and it's raining and he's like throwing him against a trailer and
Old school attitude.
yeah,
era,
throwing him
kinda.
against the trailer in the rain, ripping his shirt off, and he pulls off the Brahma Bull belt that he has now, like the
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes looking belt, but
Yeah.
it says Mama Rhodes on it, and literally throws Cody off his own trailer. And then he starts talking this trash, like it didn't have to be this way, but this guy, da 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 da. Cody over in the corner cuts his forehead open, and he's just blood.
Oh, did you see it? Did you see him cut his forehead?
You
open?
can see him rolled
Damn it.
over. You can't see. It's focused on the Rock for like a minute,
Yeah.
but as it's turning, Cody's not facing. So the Rock, the camera pans to the Rock, and he's doing his spiel while
Yep.
Cody's going to cut his forehead. You can kind of see Cody in the background, like rolled over.
Yeah.
And so you know what he's doing, but he rolls over and he goes, "Oh, look at here!" And there's just blood pouring all out of Cody's face.
Yeah.
And he just starts punching Cody in the face, and blood gets on his hands,
Mhm.
and he wipes it all over the white belt, and was like, "I'm going to give
On
this
Cody's?
to you, Mama Rhodes." No, the Mama Rhodes
okay.
Bull one. It was pretty good. It's like an old school vibe. I
Yeah.
loved it. I loved it. So wrestling, I'm super excited. We're less than 2 weeks away from
Yeah.
WrestleMania. So I'm super interested in this story. Wrestling right now, if you're not in on it, that's okay. It's at an all-time high
Yeah.
since the Attitude Era.
Yeah. It's doing great right now.
Mhm. What are we at on the score?
So 4-0. 2 outs in the
Bottom of what?
bottom of the third.
Bottom of the third. Hogs up 4-0.
Not by 90 at the moment.
Not by 90, but it's going to happen. I just got a random text from Austin. He's in the Maumelle Basketball League,
Is he really?
I guess.
I got no invite.
But I think it's like the
it's the
fire
firemen's,
department. Yeah, I think it's them.
I figured they'd
Guess who they're playing?
Huh?
He's playing against Connor Vanover's brother. He's 7-1.
Sorry, Austin.
Foul that mother trucker. Foul him.
Let him shoot.
Earn it at the line, big boy. Earn it at the line.
I would not play in Maumelle. Those
Austin, if his hands go above his chest, there's a problem with you.
Yeah.
Like you make sure his hands stay down.
You better foul
He
out.
puts that ball down, you dive on it. You're going to take a 200-pound
Listen.
man in that rim with you.
Austin is one of the most hustling dudes I've ever played basketball with. He hustles, and he's one of those dudes who, obviously, Austin looks athletic, but like he doesn't look like he'd be as good at he doesn't look like he'd be as good at basketball as he is.
I'm currently mad at him.
Okay, we're mad at you, Austin.
Yeah. I'm currently mad at him. He knows why.
You know why?
He canceled golf
Oh,
with me this
Golf.
weekend because
golf.
he liked to say, I mean, yeah, he might have a sore shoulder, but he knows what happened.
Oh,
I'm gonna say his boss told me he couldn't.
you
go
know,
to
you
the Memorials.
could just stop playing golf and come play football on Sundays.
No, I'm gonna pass on that.
Why?
I like golf.
You're
more,
a quarterback.
but I like golf more.
Okay.
I like golf more.
We're gonna have tryouts for a quarterback.
I like golf more. I'm
How
sorry.
you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. How you really doing though?
I am doing good. I'm a little tired.
Little toyed?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you're in the swing of your second job, and
No, I went to the gym too yesterday. So
good for you.
we got our engagement pictures back.
Oh, I know. I saw a couple of them.
Yeah, love them. Right,
They're beautiful.
I love them, and it's not that I don't love them,
Mm-hmm.
but all I saw in there was a beautiful woman and a man who looked like he had a hidden thing of a busted can of biscuits under his shirt. And so for me, all I saw was a fat man, and I'm like, I got no jawline, and you slap my left titty, my right flap moves. So like, I have like a waterbed body to where I have like a ripple effect. And this must change. This must change immediately.
Why is anybody slapping your titty?
Like, I'm just saying, something's wrong. And I am trying to make myself be motivated to go back to the gym, but like, I don't know what's going on. And so I've gained weight, and
Happy weight.
and no one, I love everyone, but no one had the balls to tell me. And then I look in them pictures and I'm like, where are my friends at? Jeremy, you're gaining some weight. So, yeah, I got to go on a diet. I went to the gym yesterday, trying to be a lot more healthier. We went and made healthier choices in food for this week.
Good for you.
It's not that I eat like terrible stuff. It's just I eat like one meal a day.
Yeah, you're not consistent, and your body's feeding off of whatever it can. It's storing what it can.
And so I did really good yesterday, and today it's weird, man. I lose track of time. Like I have spaces in my day to where I know I should be doing something, but I don't do anything.
Yep.
And then I'd wake up or look up and I'm like, oh my God, 2:00. So I have to make up a lot for water and food today, this afternoon. But yeah, no one told me that. So my friends, that's where I'm a little bit upset with how you're really doing, is because, yeah.
Dang it, Jeremy's friends, get better.
Yeah, you're in on that too, asshole.
Whoa.
Yeah, everybody,
Don't you put that
just
evil
be
on me,
like,
Ricky
oh,
Bobby.
it's okay, man, you look great. No, I don't. All right,
Jeremy, hey. Looking a little soft, buddy.
I am.
Anything I can do as a friend to help you get motivated to...
No,
Nope, it's all on you.
no. And I'll tell you this, though, you have motivated me because I've never seen a soft man with a Fu Manchu. Never seen that happen. So
You're right. Every single guy I've seen with the Fu Manchu is a bad mother trucker.
yeah, I can't be SAWFT soft with a Fu Man. But yeah, that's I'm good. Other than that, Easter coming up, super excited. Then we also have the eclipse this weekend.
Yep.
And so like everybody is
1.5 million people are coming into Arkansas, and they've sent notifications out to schools for like the parents and the teachers to go ahead and gas up on Thursday and Friday and be prepared for everywhere to take a long time.
And food
is going to be weird, and all the Airbnbs and hotels are fully booked.
Yeah, they're like $900 too.
Yeah,
like they're cashing.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't you?
But for the eclipse coming up, we got Easter coming up, April Fool's coming up, like everything, bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
So I'm great.
Big couple weeks coming.
Yeah, I'm good. Other than maybe just being a fat tub of lard.
What are you gonna do about it?
Go to the gym and eat way better.
Yeah,
have
and
to
actually eat.
Have to. Want to just look better naked.
So that your body, just so your
Just
body's
really
not.
naked.
That's my problem. Is I like to say that I'm skinny fat. I've got the love handles and the little dad gut.
Yeah,
and it's hard for me to tell whether it's I'm eating the wrong things or I'm not eating enough, because you know your body will store fat if you're not eating enough proteins and I can't tell, because there are some days where I only eat one thing or two things, and then there's other days where I'll eat fast food twice, and I'm like, well,
that's it.
It. But shoot, you eat two fast food and that's 2,000 calories.
Yeah, I think it's negligence.
I
just think it's negligence at all. Like, I really think that you and I, like, our bodies don't absorb all the negativity as much as we think. I think it's because we're such an under-eater.
Yeah.
Because if I worked out more and I ate enough calories in a day, I don't really know if it would truly, truly matter what I'm eating.
Seeing that, yeah.
So for me, it's just eating more to where my body is burning.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm always on my dang feet. And we're always doing stuff. We're always on the go.
Yep. Always running.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm good. Lost our first tournament this weekend.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you, but I wanted to
Listen, it was an eye opener. We've played
This was
in
in Texas, right?
This was in Dallas.
Big
boy tournament. I saw it was a 5-on-5 and a 4-on-4 and a co-ed and all girls and something they call playground, which is a male quarterback and all female receivers. The quarterback cannot run.
Mm-hmm.
He can only throw.
Okay.
It was eye-opening. It was a great experience. All the people on TikTok and females, males, etc., that I get to watch on TikTok and get to see all their amazing highlights. I got to play against those guys. So that was intriguing. I'm glad that I'm on a team that isn't afraid to challenge themselves with that.
For sure.
With that, going into these big tournaments and playing these teams that place first, second, third in worlds. But we got to the quarterfinals in both 4s and 5s.
You actually won.
Huh?
You actually won some games.
Yeah, we won some games. We went 2-2 in both.
Yeah.
5s was a little weird. Like I said, it was all strange to see on a different level. But I learned some tips and tricks, like I said, just little things you don't think about. That it's really just like the difference between IQ level 100 and IQ level 500.
Right.
It's just like a lot of things. Like
I think a lot of people too. Like when it comes to flag football, you look at it like it's just like football.
It's not.
It's very, very different.
There's a lot.
The strategies, the play types, the leagues that you're in too. They have different rules.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more complex, and it's not really anything like regular football, other than the fact of the concept is the same.
No.
But the strategies and the play calling is 100% different.
A lot of the athleticism can be the same, but your IQ and awareness has to be on point for flag. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a good weekend, man. I went into it playing a lot of defense. Wasn't ready for that. I'm more of an offensive guy.
Yeah, you told me that you had to pick. They had you designated for.
They had me designated for offense. Some things changed when we got down there, and I ended up playing more defense than offense. I only played one drive of offense the entire time we're down there. I had one catch for like 40 yards. But no, defense, I was playing linebacker, got some flags. Like I said, like for me, it was being there and watching the strategies I never thought of. Things I definitely want to implement for our team in the summer. Just fun things. But no, other than that, man, got back, school's back, and spring break was last week. So it's just getting back in the swing of things. Work has finally slowed down a little bit. So I think I'm going to be able to reset and get back to that quality of life that I had 3 or 4 months ago.
Right.
So get that back in the swing.
Right. No, I'm with you. It's busy. It's a busy season right now.
Season.
But I love this. Like this is a part of the busy that I very much enjoy.
Yeah.
This is a little escape. But yeah, I'm happy y'all lost, and then you like the way that you explain a loss as opposed to just being like, "Hey, we lost, we sucked, we did this."
Learned.
But you are a student, in everything that you do, win or loss or whatever you're doing. So for you to have that is great.
Yes,
and then you go back and see if you can beat these guys.
Yep,
that's the fun part about it is going back out there.
But yeah, man, doing great.
Good. Brother, we have a lot going on in this world.
We do.
That's a little wild. Baltimore.
That bridge
got hit. Not sure if people are, you speculate both sides. Never know until it comes out. It looks like an accident.
Yeah, but sending good vibes to all the families and loved ones of tragedy.
That has come out. The P. Diddy stuff sounds insane. Where is he?
Where is he? Well, I mean, they tracked his plane. But.
Right. Like, it's just the updates are constantly happening. Waking up to that is insane. And then we actually watched as well Quiet on Set.
I did not watch that. I don't know if I want to watch that.
You will not. It will ruin.
I mean, Nickelodeon's already ruined for me.
Nickelodeon, the dark history. And I believe what they told us is only the surface.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's someone on that show that her voice is not heard, which is probably the most affected, which was Amanda Bynes. That show will ruin you. So there's just a lot of negativity going on and some sadness going on in the world. With all the negativity going on in the world, I hope you guys can find some joy and peace in the life that you have. And you can try to see the best outlook and try to be there for everybody, because this world, at the blink of an eye, a bridge can collapse. A massive scandal can drop, or kids. Like, this is insane.
Yeah.
A time that we're living in. So I challenge y'all to be as good and happy as you can be. Enjoy your life. Spread as much love as you can, because this world is very corrupt right now.
Everybody love everybody.
Please and thank you. That's all we ask.
ELE. Everybody love everybody.
There we go. ELE. Hashtag it. I thought you flipped off the camera.
No, it's a hashtag.
We just went from love everybody to you. All right. And in the same breath, though, I will say this. As much as I love you, you cut me off in traffic, I will cuss you out.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, oh, God.
That stands for you. I will yell at you. I don't care. I've been watching a lot of NASCAR lately. A lot. This man right here. I've been watching a lot. So whenever I get in my car, heavy 80s and 70s rock just starts playing in my head. I'm driving down the road and I'm flirting with disaster. You know that one?
And then he turns into Jeff Gordon. I only know like 3 race car drivers.
Who's your 3?
Jeff Gordon, Danica Patrick, and Dale Earnhardt.
The fact that you had to look at that flag to say his name, rotten hell.
Because I'm not a NASCAR guy?
That has nothing to do with being a NASCAR guy. Did you know?
Probably not.
Hey, no, time out. Did you know why they built pyramids in groups of 3? Dale Earnhardt.
Oh,
That's how that stuff went down. Okay? You, me, and number 3. The reason why everything comes in 3s. Okay? You know, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Dale. I'm telling you now. You start thinking about a lot of shit in this world is 3s, and that's because of this man right here behind us. Guaranteed.
The best things don't always come in 3s because there's 4 Ninja Turtles. And there's like 5. There's like 5 Power Rangers. Oh, whoa. There is 3 Beetleborgs, though.
Ooh! Got something else. Because we're going to have to edit most of this shit anyway. Did you see the teaser? Beetlejuice?
I did.
Do you have any like early predictions of what this is? Like, it's not obviously a...
Other than, movie of the century? No.
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous because I'm afraid, because this is such like a sacred thing for us. Like, I love Beetlejuice.
But I'm also the guy who tries to go into movies with no expectations. That's just me because I've been let down too many times. DC.
Yes, that's true. DC sucks.
Whoa.
I think
DC movies.
Yes.
DC live action movies. I need you to keep that statement like separated. What is your prediction for Beetlejuice?
I believe, and I'm going to say her name as the girl, and you're going to tell me the actress' name. Wednesday.
Jenna Ortega
is going to be the daughter of
Winona Ryder.
Thank you. I have a problem with the words, guys. And I think that they're going to...
Lydia Dietz is her name in the movie.
They're going to go back to the house or whatever. I think that she probably
I think they lived there.
Yeah.
They didn't not live there.
Yeah, I think that I'm going to say that maybe the grandma, the mom, like the main, the older
Catherine
lady.
O'Hare.
Yes.
Yep.
I think she lives there.
Do you know she was the singing voice for Sally in Nightmare Before Christmas?
I did not.
You do know.
I just know that she is
such a talented woman.
She's Moira
from
Schitt's Creek, and she gets on my nerves. But
what?
But I think maybe she lives there, and like they come to visit.
No, I think,
and then they go up because she goes.
Did you
upstairs.
watch the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, but she's riding her bike around like she goes to school there, and they live there.
Right, but I don't know if they live in that house.
I think they would because remember they're there with the Maitlands. They're there with that family.
Because somehow, some way that they have no one's been in the attic, and I would imagine if you live there, like you would be in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless you were just like leave it be.
Right, but as a kid, you're going to be. But I think she goes up there. She goes up Wednesday. What's her name?
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega goes up there because she's the one who does the sheet thing.
Yep.
And I think when she goes up there, she somehow finds the name. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
And then.
I like how even we won't say it.
No, I only use that card if I'm in desperate need. I've never used it. But then the family goes up there, and here he comes.
Yep.
Now, I do believe he says, I don't like the juice is loose. But I think that's just what they let us see.
I like it because he's keeping the corniness.
Right. I hope he still says, though.
Showtime.
Yes. I hope that
He
comes
doesn't
out.
say folks. It just
This one looked a little bit more creepy too,
I
like a little bit more not as like
well, listen,
funny comedy.
The other one
but
was
like,
creepy in the 90s.
right. I'm just saying like this one feels like it's almost got like a horror flick to it.
I would love
Like
it.
the vibe, the music they were playing was kind of eerie.
Yeah.
It kind of gave me like a Michael Myers, like a vibey. Not saying it's going to look like that, obviously,
Okay.
but I'm saying like the vibe that it felt like the trailer was producing had that weird eerie music, and it was just like, is this going to be? Are they going to let him out?
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they're
Like,
gonna let him out.
like I think we can finally see Beetlejuice in the world doing his thing for a minute,
Yeah.
as opposed to just like doing it with this little crew.
Yeah.
You also think about that movie. Beetlejuice was such a enclosed movie.
It was.
Like it was so closed. Like
Everything
small
happened
cast.
within the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think about it, you're like, I wonder how much of a budget they really had now.
They
Let's
had to
let
have had a
this-
big budget.
let's
It was
let this-
Spielberg. It was.
Let's let the juice loose.
It was a Tim Burton thing. Tim Burton had money then. Okay,
So I'm
you're good.
excited. I'm excited for that. The BJ movie. I can't say it. I've already said it twice.
You did.
Thank you guys so much for listening. That's going to wrap up our 9th episode of the We'll See You Later podcast, brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So a shorter, faster episode, but we still had a blast with it. And Jordan, close us out, please, good sir.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're like you said, we gave you a shorter episode. We kind of went through our bracket here. We gave you little tidbits and the high points of what we're seeing in the sports and entertainment industry today. And I kind of liked our movie section. I hope we do that a little bit more.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
about movies and TV
Movie
shows.
breakdowns and
Let's
stuff.
throw that down. I really liked it. That was good. If we can like speed up our other stuff and move on to that, I think that'll be a good content. It'll be another layer for people to see. So we hope you enjoyed the content. Leave us comments down below on what you think we're doing well, what we could do better, and we'll take your suggestions and try to make this show a little bit better for you guys. But other than that, thank you again for showing up, and look forward to next week's episode.
Absolutely, guys. 3 things to live by. Don't piss in the wind. Hogs by 90. Never trust a fart. And until next time, we'll see you later. You out of here? I can put everything up. He's leaving me. He's leaving me.
I'm never leaving you.
He's literally leaving and making me clean up all this. That's what we have here.
I got to go to parent-teacher conference. Do you want to go to parent-teacher conference?
I am being used and abused at this place, right? I'm being used and abused. He just leaves us out to dry. He literally walks in, says, "Give me a tea," sits down.
I made my own tea.
Sits down, and then literally says, "Wrap this shit up. I gotta go." And then afterwards says, "You clean up." So that's the behind the scenes that we'll see later.
Didn't even say
I want you to know that this whole bracket thing was all him anyway. He gave me a script. I'm kidding.
I quit.